G'day. I'm not sure what's going on with my tech once again, so I'll have to wait for the chat and see if anyone's actually in here. Oz crypto discussion this morning. A-Dog is in, that means my stream is actually working. I was out in the surf this morning, some nice waves coming through, so sorry I'm a bit... It has no audio or video. Clearly it does. You can see and hear me. Interesting times in the economy as always. We'll get onto that in a second. I'm just going to post up on Steemit as usual to get the crypto fanatics in the discussion. Beautiful surf this morning. I had a great time out in the water. I didn't get any footage this morning, but I did actually run into an old friend of mine, funnily enough. Really, really weird. But a guy who when can I edit for the A-Dog rap? Bro, I've got to get some samples together so I can actually rap the words with an original song. And that way it's an original A-Dog song. So as soon as I can get that done, my cousin's the producer, man, so I should be able to sort it out. It's just... I've got a lot of things on my plate at the moment, but let's set a target for 1 month. We'll get that together. Yeah, my friends say a lot of things about me, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm the weird one in every friendship group that I've got, pretty much. I'll wear that. Alright, so I'm just going to post up in Steam, I don't know what I'm doing with that. You know what's funny is I got the most views for like a crypto chat because I called it XXX crypto chat and we got bombarded with that pretty rude message yesterday as well. Oh, thanks A-Dog for sharing. You're weird, are you? We'll compare career paths one day. You might understand why people think I'm weird. Anyway, had a great surf this morning and ran into an old friend of mine who I actually met when I was competing over in Chile in 2015. Matthias Diaz. He was down at D-Bar. It was crazy. I just like, you're kidding. Matthias himself. Big Chilean bodyboarder. Massive following. Yeah, I ran into him and I was like, far out Matthias. I haven't seen you since Chile, man, since 2015. He's an amazing bodyboarder. So we're going to catch up and do some surfing together. Hopefully I can get some clips of that for you. Ran into Callum down there as well, one of the local boys who's very, very well-known surfer. So... yeah, it was good. Good morning in the surf. I enjoyed it. Sorry I'm a bit late. Just posting up now. Better stop yapping. Get distracted. Yeah, so I'm excited about the rates of adoption increasing. Hey, Coin Hyped. Yeah, I'm excited about the rates of adoption increasing in Australia for cryptocurrency. That's doing well with these Bitcoins ATMs coming in. There's a company called Digital X, which is actually listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, and they've had some capital brought in. So they're looking at 500 Bitcoin ATMs, and that's a massive increase because I should call them crypto ATMs because I believe they're going to be able to be... Hey, Grinkus. Sorry I didn't post up in Discord. I should do that, shouldn't I? Sorry. Tell the group we're here. Zhao usually gets that going. Might have gone to bed. We were mucking around with master notes this morning. Hey guys, live on YouTube. I don't know how to put links up. I'll just do that. Yeah, so it's been an interesting, always is an interesting 24 hours in our economy. As the early adopters watch the rest of the world come in for the mass adoption and the crypto race. Really interesting times. We're sitting at 133.3 billion as the overall market cap. The company implementing the ATMs, or the parent company, is Digital X. I believe they're trading on the ASX, on the Australian Stock Exchange. Hey Pete, how are you, mate? Welcome to the chat. Hey, how'd you guys go? Everyone get in on that? Hey, let's have a little bit of a quick celebration since some of the yeah, no worries, Coin Hyped. Let's have a quick celebration about how well we did with that icon. ICO, it's sold out. We had a bit of live chat going on our Discord group. Thanks to Zhao, thanks to Pete, thanks to Z, thanks to everyone who... Hey Z, morning. Thanks to everyone who got in on that. Not necessarily who got in on it, just who helped, those who did want to get in on it. And that did sell out, which is obviously a good sign for those of us who got in. Z, just a quick update, bro. Got my coins. Got my icon coins, man. Stoked. I don't have as big an investment as you guys, as you know, but... it's just... Good to be in. Good to be in. Wilkie the Whale went big on it, and I'm happy for him because I think that's going to be a good one. So we've been keeping that one a little bit secret. G'day, Xiao. So I was just saying thank you, Xiao, to all the group for helping each other out with that ICO that we all wanted to get in. Look, you make your own decisions in our group, but there was sort of 7, 8 of us who wanted to go on that quite heavily. Look, I got to tell you, I've been doing some calculations because you guys trust me a lot, and I'm not going to disclose individual investments, but I am aware of individual investments. And I've got to tell you, if this thing goes 10 bagger, our investment group would make $500,000 just about, I reckon. That's got to make headlines, doesn't it? Crypto Wave Investment Crew makes $500,000. Although we might have to say we only made 50,000 or something. Hey, John Doe. Yeah, man, I was just talking about that. That was awesome team effort. Like me and Wilkie were sitting here, just we were real wanting to get into this one. And just having the support of the crew, the Crypto Wave Investment Crew, to talk us all through it. Make sure we're all on the right track. I got my coins in like my Ether wallet. I can see them there now. Pretty stoked. Got my Substratum coins. I have to talk about that as well and see if I actually received bonuses on that. I don't think I did. Pete, you're the expert on Substratum. What's the go there? And we all did sort of bonus links. Did you guys, like Pete, you should have got the bonus from me. It wasn't a huge investment, but you should have got it. Hey, Crypto K. Hey, Crypto K, how's Vertcoin, man? Did you see that? He's just commented right as I've said it. He said, I helped get Vertcoin going. Yeah, I'm sure you did, bro. No, it's good. I got a couple of sells and it's always the way, isn't it? Like I said yesterday, I was going to be stubborn and not sell till I got above my highest buy point to I bought down and now I said, nah, I'm going to be stubborn. First sell set there. So I got a couple. You sold out VTC yesterday. What did you do that for? VTC is good. Pete's saying, let me just see what Pete said because I was just catching up on that Substratum ICO that a few of our group invested in as well. Pete said, after 20th bonus, I think. Yeah, right, man. We'll see what happens with that. We'll just keep it nice and transparent. I got 1350 Substratum. I think I only put like 0.4, 0.5 Ether into that one. I didn't have a heap. I wanted to save it for me old Icon ICO. I didn't go huge on that either. Don't want to sell out of a lot of stuff. I took some good profit, but that's where I'm at, Oh, exclusive coin got pumped. I got a mad sell on that last night. I keep doing it. I might as well keep doing it. I've made that much extra BTC through trading exclusive coin. And honestly, if I get stuck with it, I don't actually mind because it's a masternode coin, right? So if I get stuck with enough coins to run a node, that's not a bad thing. So yeah, Vertcoin is an interesting one. Let's have a look at the market now that everyone's in for the chat. I just wanted to say thank you very much to the investment group for helping us all to get into that Icon ICO because it has sold out. And we like to hear that when we're in. That's got to be interesting. You're sitting on 350-ish subs. Okay, we'll see what happens, Pete. We'll just see if we got our bonuses. You're sort of been our inside man on that, going over on the Slack group. So you're talking to the devs over there. I'm sure we can get it sorted out, man. We had a bit of investment come in from our crew on that one, and I like guys. I like Icon. I really do. I was reading up white paper. It looks like that'll hit. Like the shares should hit market by the end of the year, and also you've got to make sure you get your is it called KYC? Is that what it's called, guys? The proof of identity. You got to get that stuff through. I got an email through about that, so make sure you get through that. Yeah, so that's it's thanks Grinkas. Yeah, it is KYC. So make sure you're getting your proof of identity through if you have actually participated in the Icon ICO like many. Know your customer. Thank you, John Doe. Yeah, yep, 2nd of October. They've moved that date forward, so please be careful of that. I suggest just getting it away now. Don't leave it to chance. It's a good ICO. It's sold out. That should see good price action when it hits the market. We know it's been dubbed the Korean Ethereum. And where'd all the money come from for Ethereum in the first place? Korea. This is a start from scratch project. Thank you very much to Joe for bringing it to the group's attention. I can't predict the future, but I have a feeling this is going to be our first very successful sort of group investment in terms of a lot of us did get in on this, and I know people have gone heavy on it. So good luck to all of you. As always, it is it is a risk. That's what we're doing here. Could be a complete scam where they go and put all the monies in their pocket, 40 odd million or whatever they raised, something ridiculous in no time at all. Sold out in 4 hours. So well done to those who got in. Roughly 4 hours. You know me. I'm just going, oh, it sold out. That's about 4 hours. So yeah, really good. Let's go through the market. Let's see what's happening. Jordan just messaged me and asked me what's good buying today. Jordan, if you just watch my live stream, mate, I'll give you some tips right now. So whether they work or not, please always make your own decisions. I am not a financial advisor. Clearly a surfer. Had a great one this morning, which is why there's a bit of a smile on my face. Always cheers me up. I hadn't been out in a week. I've got this comp coming up. DK sessions. So yeah, looking forward to that. Just started training pretty hard again. 6 hours, 150,000 ether. Is that right, Pete? Have I got the... Space it out with commas or something, man, so I can read it. Is that 1.5 or 150,000? Anyway, it's a lot of ether. It couldn't be 1.5. It's 150,000, surely. Yeah, it's 150,000. So, what's that? 150,000, 45 million. 45 million raised in 4 hours, not bad. So I think that one's going to be sought after when it hits market. 150, thanks Pete. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, so well done to the investment crew who got on that one. Got high hopes for that one. Please make your own decisions when we do go to market, but one of the things I said to Wilkie, and one of the things I'd like to say to you all, is please make sure you're aware of where your coins are, how to get them to market, because even on a project as strong as this that we do believe in long term, if you go 10x very quickly, you do want to take some profit. That's responsible. Even if it's only 10% of your if you hit 10x and sell off 10%, you break even no matter what, and you hold 90% of your shares. Please at least consider a sell order there, or some play your own strategy. But my point is, if it runs up really, 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 really quick on opening market day, I suggest taking a little profit, because I've seen many coins do that and dump pretty quickly. So please set your own things. You can do like a 3x 30%, and that way you're breaking even. A 5x 20% sell off, and that way you're breaking even. That's what I like to do. You break even, and then the shares are essentially free. You go reinvest that initial VC into something else. That's a pretty cool strategy, right? Trade a little bit of it if you like. If you're a competent trader. If you're not, you'll get smoked. So don't. Wilkie will dump and pump on you all day. I've seen that boy trade. He's amazing. So don't trade unless you know what you're doing, because Wilkie the whale is out there. Anyway, let's move on to the market. 133 billion. Bitcoin sitting at 3,863. I did see it going up as high as it was. I think it was actually pushing the 4,000 mark this morning, if not popped a little over, like early hours of the morning Australian time. So that was interesting to see. It has taken a retracement then. Let me just get the view all up so I can tell you what it's doing in the last hour as well. Yeah, it's down 1% in the last hour, so the whole market's taken a bit of a correction since I went surfing. That's not unusual. I'm very influential in the crypto economy, and if I go for surf, the market can tend to dip. Joking, of course. A few people have been asking me about the crypto economy, though. I'm going to be teaching some people along with us. I hope you're okay with that. So I'm going to be bringing in a couple of friends of mine who... They're from overseas. We get a lot of backpackers in this area, so they're staying in Australia for a while, and they just want to learn about the crypto economy, so I thought I'd bring them in, teach them what we do, and they'll sit on the couch. We call it on the couch with fish or something like that. Yeah, we'll think of something. So yeah, it should be fun. Ethereum's at 280. Good buying still. Like it's definitely run up from where Wilkie bought it. Keep going back to the whale, but he did buy it around 230. I think it was 230 that we announced that he was stacking in. Right, we were sitting here live. The fish pond, yeah. Mate, that's the only place I can be a big fish. In my own little pond. Yeah, so Ethereum at 280. represents good buying long term for Melbourne. I think there'll be positive price action around the benefits that are going to come from the fork, the Metropolis fork, and Byzantine's being implemented as we speak. You guys are clowns. I'm going to say that straight up. You're worse than me at staying on topic with crypto chat. So, yeah, look, Ethereum's one of the few gainers in those blue chips in the last 7 days. It's still up at $2.35 to stop it. Little nippers, I do actually like that one. That's pretty good. Yeah, so it's one of the few gainers over the last 7 days. The other notable one is Dash, Masternode coin, right? It's actually the first of those major coins that provide you with that residual income. So that is what happens during a dip. To me, I've been asked the question, the fish tank. That's actually what I wanted to call my think group, see. Been thinking of that for a long time, man. The fish tank, instead of the shark tank. That's been something I've wanted to work on a long time. I believe I've registered the name even. I can't even remember. But yeah, School of Fish. Ha! Nice, Mr. Mystical, chiming in with a good one. Alright, so Dash, yeah, Masternode coins. I see them as a bit of a safe haven because or residual income coins, I should say. Hey, CryptoK. Yeah, so residual income coins for me, they're less likely to be sold because people want to lock them up to secure that residual income going forward. So I've been asked before, where's the safe haven coin? And of course Tether is, in terms of the fact that it's tied to the US dollar. Fish tank. Yeah, man, that's the one I like. Hey, Ethersep, welcome to the convo, man. Good to see you. We did have a look at that one yesterday, SafeX for you. My end conclusion is I prefer District 0x, but I prefer SafeX to eBay. So there you go. Make your own decision, mate. We just had a quick look at it for you. But Dash has done well, 12% up in the last 7 days. It has retraced 1.5% in the last hour or so, but the Masternode coins, the residual income coins, they get locked up because people hit their staking bonuses. Yeah, I like Dash as well, Pete. The only problem for me, man, is the affordability on earning any residual in it, right? Because you got to get 1,000 of them, and I know you're off buying ponies and stuff, so you've easily got 337,000 to spend, but I don't. I'm only joking, Pete. Playing with you, man. But yeah, that's the thing though, for bigger investors, right? It's the same as Ethereum. Ethereum are going to 1,000 coin masternode. I'm glad you have a laugh at that, Pete. 1,000 coin masternode. That's what Ethereum's going to in the Byzantine fork, the first overlay of the fork. Yeah. That's exactly right, Ethercept. District 0x beats SafeX, beats the hell out of shitbay, he called it. I'm going to say it. I'm not usually a swearer, but it's true. Can't stand eBay. Anyway, yeah, so Dash, the Masternode coins or residual income coins are getting locked up. So for me, they're a safe haven along with obviously the Tether, the US dollar Tether, which it's not a terrible coin. I've looked more into it. There's a lot of questions going around as to whether they do actually have $1 for every dollar that's represented. That's what the value proposition is. That's what it's supposed to be, right? I guess how do they prove that? Interesting debate. What else have we been keeping an eye on? Neo's at 1931. China's obviously still scared. I'd say, given that what's that other one from China? QTUM. Is probably going to take a hit as well. Yeah, back down at 867. So the Chinese blockchains are definitely taking a bit of a hit there. I think long term they're still good value. I think the regulations will be temporary, and not only temporary, it can be quick. We know what happens with China; they move quickly. We've talked about this time and time again. BitShares. I've got a little bit CryptoK. I'm not feeling confident to talk about it. I'm sorry. Great community. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I heard something about BitShares, actually. I've only got a little bit from when I first got in. I'd have to go back. I wasn't actually making full research notes like I am now back then. So I can go do another research paper on BitShares. That's not a problem. I'm putting it on my list of things to do. I missed ARC. We still got to do that tomorrow. I'm sorry about that to whoever asked for it today, but I've had a lot on. I don't often miss them when I say I'm going to do them, so I am sorry. I apologise for that. The volume's up, good indication. I always like to look at the trade volumes. Thank you, CryptoK. The Google search is up. Was it you who posted that about BitShares on our Discord group? That's where I read it. Yeah, CryptoK is a huge contributor over at the Discord group, and obviously Xiao as well. So, guys, thanks for the work you do over there. It's awesome. Hey, what I was thinking with that comp we're running, just to take a quick break, I think there were like 5 or 6 entrants. I reckon we all just have 1 PIVX each on this one because the rules weren't really well defined. And I think what we do next time is we sort of make it like we can make it either teams or individuals, doesn't really matter. But what we can do is, like you have to say your buy orders and your sell orders, because it's unfair for us to say, oh, well, it'll just cut off at this time and who's... Yeah, I know, it just makes it a bit of fun, CryptoK. Keeps the economy moving too. Think about it. If we're transferring PIVX to each other, it's a good thing. So I'm still going to transfer it to you whether you like it or not. Leave your wallet. Yeah, I think I lost, so I think I'm going for last. But what I was thinking is next week or this week, whenever we're up for it, I think it starts today. Xiao, you make the call on that, bro. But set a time that the time like it starts and go, right, comp starts now, and any time in the next 7 days, you can put your buy in, right? So you say, I'm buying now at this price, and you just take a little screenshot. Ended today, cool. We'll just pay everyone 1 PIVX if everyone's okay with that. Everyone who entered. And what I'll do from now on is we start the comp at a certain time. It might be in a few hours. Yeah, I'll probably set it at the end of this stream. I tell you what, it starts at the end of this stream, and you've got to tell us when you're buying, and you just got to take a quick screenshot of where you're buying, or just got to say at this price. You know, it doesn't matter. We all trust each other. So, but just you got to set your buy, all right, and you can only you got to say, I've bought this now, so I guess you can only buy off the actual sell book, because that's fair enough. Like, you have to be able to say, I can get this price right now, I can buy for that. And then you got to sell it sometime in the week, and whoever makes the best percentages wins. That's the fairer way to do it, because it was kind of open-ended. And that's what happens with proof of concept. We all had fun. None of us picked Vercoin. We're all idiots. We picked 10x and Steam and all the things that went down. So great work, investment crew, on the first week. Yeah, so it should be fun. CoinHype reckons he's got it. I don't know, man. Wilkie's a pretty main trader. So let's see what happens. But, oi, Jao, can you just figure out... Guys, we'll have to get your PIVX. Maybe we can... Jao, we can get a side tab. Because I'm always going to be paying bounties and rewards in PIVX, right? So if we can get a side tab that just says PIVX wallets, and everyone can just drop their address there, so that way I don't have to ask for them every time. If I ever have to pay any of you guys in PIVX, I've already got your wallet addresses to send it to. If that's okay with everyone, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And you just leave your name. Well, your name comes up in the Discord group anyway. So you just leave your wallet address, and that's just a permanent record for me if I ever feel generous or you ever win a bounty through our Discord group. So that's a bit of fun. I'm not a PIVX whale, Bo Vosh. No, I work with PIVX, man. I work with PIVX. I love the team there. But I'm not a whale by any means. Hope to be soon enough. But the boys are chasing me pretty hard, right? Wilkie and Joe are both racing me to a masternode. And we're not even close. We're not that big of whales. Yet. We'll be after we... Hearing rumours out of China, they may stop miners. Mine Bitcoin. Yeah. I hadn't heard that rumour. Okay, I'll look into that. Thanks, CryptoK. No, I'm not, Pete. Go away. Wilkie's the piv whale. Yeah, no, I'll have to look into that, CryptoK. That could explain the recent price drops in the last hour or so. And that's good, you know, CryptoK's onto it. Even talking of full takeover mining facilities. But that's the thing, if they're taking them over, they're not... It's just going to be state operated, right? That's even better. It's not great for Chinese people, but it's good for the rest of us. CoinHype like First Blood. Looks like a reversal for anyone interested. Hey, Dane. So yeah, I mean, if it's going to be state-operated Bitcoin mining, that's even... It's kind of even better. It's more acceptance, right? It's the whole government accepting the economy. Legitimising Bitcoin. Take that, Diamond. Alright, let's keep having a look at some more coins. See what else we got here. Lisk, $5.96. Has retraced. Don't forget they got that... Yeah, it's all rumours. Exactly, Crypto K. And we know about rumours, but you can probably trade off the rumours, buy the rumour, sell the fact. In this case, you'd sell the rumour because the rumour is it's going to shut down, which is obviously going to, cause a temporary price reduction. But you've got to remember then if the word is takeover, they're going to take over the mining rigs. It just means it's going to be state operated. The government's essentially going to come in from China and go, oh, thanks to all the people who actually got in early and believed in this, invested all the infrastructure, now we'll take that, thank you. It's not unusual, has happened before. Not just in China either. Yeah. Why is it that people say sell the fact? Well, John, what often happens is that when you get a rumour leaked is that the price, especially if it's been leaked heavily enough, is the price action, if you like, the price increase, has already been factored in. So when the news actually hits, you'll get a small spike, quite often, just a small spike, and then bang, all the people who've been in since the start of the rumour are selling out onto you. So it's already been factored in quite often. That's essentially where the saying comes from. It's not always 100% true, man, because some rumours are going to. I've got to tell you that Litecoin going onto Amazon and Alibaba, it just made it stupidly underpriced. So if that actually gets confirmed, I've got to say that I think there's going to be major price action around Litecoin with the retracements it's taken. So we'll see what happens there. I've got poor connection showing up, so I'm sorry if it's not coming through well. This whole stream hasn't worked so well for me from a technical standpoint. What's new for fish? Let's have a look at the rest of the market. ARK was one we've been keeping an eye on. Look, it has retraced 10%. That's the sort of figures you look for. A lot of people saying it's retraced too much on the last 7 days, sort of thing. So 20% down over the last 7 days. I haven't actually had a look at it yet, so please make your own decisions. I'm just reporting on one that's been brought to our attention, and I am hearing more noise on. Lots more people talking about it. But having said that, that tends to happen when a coin starts rising up the charts anyway. So make your own decisions on that one. Steam's actually not been too bad. It's fairly steady. It seems to have found a bottom. I still think it's really, really, really undervalued at $1.10. I could be wrong. Hey, you know what's cool? I think it was Crypto K dropped an article in our Discord group. Let me find it. Shouldn't be too far away. It was about Coinbase signups, and I think they broke records. There was like a stack of people, right, who signed up. Let me just see if I can find it here. No, that's ICO. I don't even know how to use our own Discord group. I'm still learning. Crypto K, here it is. Bitcoin, that is 100,000. 100,000 in 48 hours. That's massive. That's pretty big, right? 100,000 people in 48 hours signing up to one exchange. That's pretty cool. I'm psyched about that. I know a lot of people in Australia are starting to get on the bandwagon, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jordan's at university, and he says he's got no time to edit my videos, but he wants my tips for today so he can trade. Buy and hold, young fella. You will get murdered by the bigger Wilkies in this market. That's my advice to anyone getting into the crypto economy. Buy and hold to start with. If you want to trade a small fractional amount of what your actual overall investment is. But buy and hold's the go, for sure. So, let's have a look. Keep going down a bit till we get some other ones we've been keeping on. 10x $1.81. Make your own decision. I think it's too cheap. They're going for 1 million users. It's got to be at least $20 per person valuation if they're using the card. Sorry, I meant at least $200, I would think. So that's 200 million. I suppose that's about right. So it's only a little bit undervalued. But I mean, if they've got 1 million users and growing, obviously, there's potential for it to be a lot more. I'll just have a look at that in a sec, Pete, because we're getting down to some really quality coins here, like PIVX. $3.19, still too cheap for mine. Down 3.5%, but again, one of the few gainers. You see that pattern? If you have a look at 7 day, let's have a look at 7 day gainers in that top market. You've got Ethereum, ICOs. It was too cheap to start with. Metropolis Fork. There's reason for the price growth over the last 7 days. Dash is the next gainer over the last 7 days. Then we go all the way down to Waves. which is only 0.7% up. Made Safecoin 4.6% up. BAT did actually rise 14%. They had some news coming out, so that's not... Decred 33%. Komodo 0.7%. There's not a lot of them. But we get to PIVX again at plus 3%. So again, it's residual income coins seem to be... I mean, Dash and PIVX are, forks, so they're similar value propositions, apart from low-level staking being available on PIVX and perhaps a different ideology in the way that the businesses are run. But similar value, like good tech on both of them. I've got nothing against Dash. Nothing against Dash. Good technology. So, yeah, that seems to be a little bit of a trend. So perhaps if you are looking to get into safe havens and you're not looking at Tether and things like that, maybe go and have a look at those residual income coins, masternode coins, anything you can stake. Substratum's coming up soon. That'll be an interesting one because you'll actually be able to web host. So a few of us got in on ICO on that, led by Pete on that one. Pete was a massive fan of the Substratum one. So that probably wasn't as well received as the Icon one. You'd admit that even, Pete. But yeah, it's a good one. I'm vegan, says Dane. Yeah, well, I'm vegetarian, bro. Have been since I was 5 years old. And nothing to do with my parents. Dad says I was spitting out meat before then. So, my parents both eat meat. Factum at $17. I'll keep saying it. It's too cheap. Business transparent technology. It's pretty cool. There are other ones in the market starting to come in with that value proposition, but they've got a massive lead. Massive lead. It's going to be hard to knock them down from that spot, I think. In terms of, business transparency. We'll see what happens there. It's an interesting space. That's a really good market to get into, though. A really good industry, obviously. Keep looking down. Verge. It's pretty steady. The anonymous coins seem to be doing quite well as well. Hey, Saucy, back again. The anonymous coins seem to be doing quite well as well. So, with China looking to regulate, obviously, it brings further incentive to put your money into anonymous coins like Verge, like PIVX, like Ethereum's going to be soon. But I think that the harder that the Chinese government and central authorities try to push against the crypto economy, the more noise they're making, the more it kind of helps us long term, right? People might get scared and knee-jerk for a bit, but the big believers in blockchain don't even flinch because they know what this is going to. They know where this is going. Blockchain. They might not be on the right coins, but they know where blockchain's going. Rise is an interesting one. It's up 65.57% in the last 7 days. And to be honest, hey Crypto Care, what's going on, Joe? Hey man, we're just talking about congratulations to everyone who got in on that Icon ICO because that has sold out, bro. And I believe everyone in the investment group who wanted to get in got in. I believe there's some pretty solid investments in there, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that one. Hey Joe, you were sort of... Oh mate, yeah, you both did it. Like that's the thing though, Joe. You brought it to all of our attention, right? And then we just all went, holy hell, look at this one that this 19-year-old kid's found. And then Zhao was able to help a lot of people out and that sort of thing. So it was a team effort, I hope we all win off that. And then Big Wilkie dumped all his money into it, so Wilkie shout big time if it goes big. Yeah, we're doing well together, man. We picked Vertcoin, right? 2 days ago. Crypto K and I were having a discussion on our Discord group, and we just said 60% easy in Vertcoin. And it's done it in a couple of days, guys. I was saying it 6 months to a year. You'll get that money back. So, we're doing alright over there on our little Discord group. Thanks, Crypto K. What's he saying, man? Charlie Lee? I think I follow him. I'm not good at Twitter. Atomic Swap, no joke. They've implemented that for Litecoin. Bang! Go and get some Litecoin. Serious. That'll drive price action, right? Litecoin to VTC, right? Get some LTC and VTC. Don't just go out and buy it. Please make your own decision. But if that news has just come out now, we probably will see price action around it. Although it could have been late, Crypto K. You know it could have been late, man, because you saw the run up on VTC this morning. I'm going to go have a look at it now. Let's have a look at Vercoin. Let's have a look at the coins that got pumped big time on overnight, because there were a few of them. I don't want to talk numbers in Icon, how much people individually put in Slice Keeper, but I'm aware of, so I'm not going to do individual numbers, and that'll keep some anonymity around it, but I'm aware of well over 100 Ether going into that from our investment group, well over. So that's what, $30,000 minimum from our investment group. So we're taking a big gamble on this one, but hey, you did not put it. You're such a liar, Xiao. Xiao goes, oh, I put in 1,000 Ether. Joke. I'd say we've got somewhere around $30,000 in it. That'd be my personal estimate. I'm not going to tell you the breakups of who put in what, but I have had people disclose that to me. So my best estimate would be 30,000 US. Yeah, we've done well. It's Joe again. Thank you for finding that one, man. Because the money for Ethereum came out of Korea, right? So if they've got their own version of Ethereum, essentially built from scratch and Korean based and Korean backed, oh, holy moly, this is. I really can see this going big. I think we got it at a valuation of I want to say like 80 million was the valuation that we were getting it at ICO, and most people are predicting 300 to 400 million by December. So that's interesting. Mate, Joe, we talked about this just before you came on. I said, look, in my experience in these markets, Joe, I think what you got to do, man, is you got to be ready, right? And you got to have some coins. You got to have them ready to go, because as soon as that exchange opens on a sellout coin, it's going to do that. More than likely, 9 times out of 10, it's going to do that. No one's going to sell. No one's going to sell them for less than they bought it for, right? So who's going to put them on the market cheaper than what we just got to sell out for? ICO that sold out in 4 hours. No one's going to sell them. So what you want to do is set, like I said, probably what I'll do is around 10% of my shares at 10x, because it could do that straight off the bat. You know that, Joe. You've seen coins do that before as well as I have. So you got to be prepared for that, man. And if I can take 10% of my shares break even and then reinvest that into VC, that's what I do. Hey, Jordy's he's on the chat. Bought PIVX, man. Let's go and see how you did. Impatient little 19-year-old bugger. Let's see how you went. What'd you buy that, Jordy? What's Satoshi price? We'll have a look at Vercoin and PIVX so we can have a look. Nah, it's pretty good. Pretty good if you've bought it now, Jordy. It's, man, it took a mad dip overnight. You guys have got to, like, the jackpot sells and buys I talk about? Have a mad look at that one. Have a look at that candle out the bottom of that red one on PIVX. If you had your buy order set around 7.6 or 7.7, you would have got it. 76120. That's a massive drop. Big drop. I picked some up on the way down, but not that cheap. Not that cheap. I think I'll tell you what I had set. I got it at, the cheapest I got it at in the most recent buy. My order history close date was buy at 81306. So, yeah, I missed it by quite a while away at the bottom, but I think I'm still into profit after that, right? Let me just have a quick look where we're sitting at the moment. I'm only just into profit. So if you've bought now, Geordie, I reckon that's pretty good buying. Because I did some analytics to come up with that number at one stage. Joe FOMO'd on PIVX. That's alright, Joe. Long term, you're good, man. Just hold on to it. Stake it. Just stake it. Bought for 380. Oh man, don't even worry about that. 380's nothing. We'll go. I can't guarantee that, Joe. You know that. You know how this works. But shivers, I'm not gonna. Like I said before, I'm not gonna stop working until we get above that, and at least back to 450. Won't throw in the towel until then. So yeah, man, just hold it, stake it, earn some more coins. You can trade it if you want. Wilkie went ridiculous, like 70% extra coins in a week. Trading it. That's how good that boy is at trading. You bought it 420. John Doe, like, it's up to you, man. Do what you do. It's up to you what you do with it. But I can't believe that we won't go back to at least $4.50 in a point of history. And usually when I say 6 to 12 months, it ends up happening a lot quicker. But if you were to make 7% in 6 months, you'd be pretty happy. And I think you'll get that. I can't guarantee it, man. You know how this works. Stake it. Good boy. Stake it away. That's what I do with mine. Stake it away. Earn the extra coins. Then when the price pumps, you've made the extra coins and the extra money. Wilkie trades it a bit. You know, each to their own. I can't tell people what to do with the currency. If Wilkie wants to dump I shouldn't mention numbers, but if he wants to dump a bunch of shares at a time and then pick them back up, that's Wilkie. Oh no! I missed. I'm happy for you, Bovosh. I just want to do my own staking dance. Well done to Bovosh. Got 2 PIVX staking bonuses in the last 24 or 48 hours. I think he said. That's awesome, man. I haven't had one in like 10 days. Yeah, so I'll keep moving on. We'll have a look at Vertcoin because we said we're going to have a look at that. But yeah, Jordy, if you bought PIVX, man, I think you're fine at that price. Like it's Satoshi wise and US dollar wise, we know where we go. We got some things we're working on. I got to get a proposal in. Actually, Chad's going to kill me. He's been waiting for something from me for ages. Ooh, I've sold something because I got BTC available. What's happened there? What have I sold? That's interesting. Let me just check my orders, guys, because something's just hit a sell order for me. I wouldn't be surprised if it's PTC after that announcement. I did have sell orders set. Let me just have a look what I've hit. This is what you do, guys. If you're on Bittrex and you want to know what's happened, you just go up to the orders tab, right? Up the top here. Okay? And then you go down, you scroll down and it'll show you completed orders. And there I can see, it's VTC, I've sold it at 29498. You guys know I like to sell right before psychological resistance. I thought psychological resistance would come at 29500. So I've sold 20 coins there. So let me show you how we do this. This is how we trade. I'll show you live. Because I've just sold this. It's only happened, okay, it must have happened when I was out in the surf. I think I've got some VTC, I do, it sold 20. Yep. So I don't know if you can see the figures, but, oh, it's real hard to see. How's that looking, Pete? Can you sit down? Oh, that's hard. Alright. Oh, man, the surf is fun, Geordie. That's why I'm in a silly mood, because it was just invigorated me. You know what I'm like after a surf. Oi, Geordie, I ran into Matías Diaz, man. Go and have a look at him. Chilean bodyboarder. I met him when I was competing in the World Championships. Just moved to Coolangatta. New neighbour, Matías Diaz. Can you believe that? We freaked out when we saw each other at D-Bar. I haven't seen him since the World Championships. Awesome dude. Anyway, so I'm just going to have a look at Vertcoin here because I want to set this buyback on. I want to get it back now. Now that I've just heard that news from Crypto K. So I sold it at 29498. So my goal is to buy it back less than that. Plus, don't forget your commissions, 0.25%. Joe, get him onto the PIVX team. I'll try, man. Bloody oath. The guy's got like maxed out Facebook sponsors. He's ridiculous. Go and have a look at him. Matías Diaz, bodyboarding. Type it in and go and have a look at his YouTube clips. Guy's insane. He had like 5 people. He had like a crew with him down at D-Bar this morning. I'm like, man, we're going surfing. We're going to make a clip together. Yeah, so it's still sitting above that. Whoa, what a run up. Crypto Care. $1.23. Wow. It hit 325. It hit 32. Oh, wow. It hit 32.5. Or 32.399 to be specific. You see how someone was smart and said it right before that psychological 32400. So that's real clever. But Vertcoin's had a big run up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and buy it back cheaper. So what I look to do, I sort of look to try and go, it's hard to get points that are going to line up, but it did have a run up once like this before. So if I can get it back a couple of days, we might have seen where it hit resistance then, and then when it found support on the way back down and started to trend up, but that's a massive run up. Crypto, that's 2x in 2 days, Crypto K. 2x in 2 days, bro. Loving that one. Did you end up getting that buy that morning we talked about it? When I said, oh man, go, like, you asked me, you said PIVX or Vertcoin, and what did I tell you? I said Vertcoin. Just being honest. It's got more to move at the moment. Yeah, man, did you pick some more up? Yeah, cool, bro. Good pick up. You do well on that, man. You picked up Litecoin at 35 from memory. Well done, Crypto-K. Killing it. You guys should actually, like, people in our Discord group, pay attention to what Crypto-K says, right? I'm serious. He puts up good information. So does Shao, so does a lot of the group, but Crypto-K's managed a $35 buy on Litecoin on the last dip, and now he's managed like 60 cents on Vertcoin. So he's just doubled in 2 days. And so have I, but I know Crypto-K probably stacked in a little heavier than I did, so well done, sir. I'm just having a look here. I want to set lower than where I sold it. That's my goal, right? So I've got to try and figure out, oh my goodness, I actually sold it. I sold it 24998 and 29498, so I've sold 25 coins roughly. So I want to try and buy them back. Like, I'm not a massive trader, so there's still some in the bag for that for sure. But we just try and find these supports. So what I'm going to do is go out to the daily graph, because 30 minutes is not going to cover it anymore. 1 hour is not going to cover it. Let's go out to the daily and find last time it was this high, because it did run up like this once before. Okay, so here's your daily graph, and that's going to give you an indication of where we can find support if it starts to trend back down. So, what I think, it's taken a massive parabolic growth. So what you can you can do one of two things. You can either Fibonacci it, as in just eyeball the crap out of it, and just take back half back where it's grown from its latest point. That's what I like to do. It's like 1.6 or something, but I do a modified Fibonacci. Let's call it a Fibonacci sequence. There you go. This is the Fibonacci sequence. Literally all I do is go, you'd be surprised how often this hits. So I go, okay, it started to grow, it was stable around here. I'd say 18,000 Satoshis. 18.8, so call it 19,000 for round numbers. You see where I've got the mouse hovering across that straight line thingy there? Yeah, so 19,000 Satoshis. It's now grown again, just for round numbers' sake, to 32,000 Satoshis, right? So the growth is 13, so I'll take back half of that and take back 6.5 from 32, which leaves us with about 26 or 25.5 to be back specific. So then I look for any sort of support that I can find, and funnily enough, if you have a look over here in this section, there's some that lines up with it right over here. So when it went parabolic last time, it had a little dip down in this section here, and then got bought up at this mark here at 24565 roughly. So that's where I'm going to set my buy order back for those, and hope for a big dip on that, 24565, just to show you doing it live. So the good thing about this is I sold out of roughly 24 coins to be exact, so 24565. So all I do is type that into the buy order price like that, and I'll put one more on it because I usually don't use 5s or zeros. So mine's actually now 24566 is my buy order. Bang into the price, and I'm going to try and buy back the same amount of coins I bought or more, depending on whether I want to build Vertcoin or Bitcoin. But at the moment, I like Vertcoin, right? I think it's as good a project, if not better than Litecoin, and it's undervalued. So I want to try and buy more back now. And I probably shouldn't have told you all that, considering I want to buy more back, right? But how many did I sell? In that run up, I actually sold, wow, I sold quite a lot. I actually ended up selling 39 coins. Yeah. 39 coins. Okay, so I'm trying to buy back at that price. Let's see if I did alright, because I might actually, at that price, I might actually be buying them back higher on the average buy. Let's see if if I hit buy. Oh no, sorry, it was only the last ones. I've already set the other ones. Beg your pardon. So it was 35 coins. I'm just going to put 20 back down for now, and I'll do the rest later. Yeah, so I've just set, it was actually only the last 20. So I made myself an extra, not a whole lot, but if I get that buy back, I'm happy, you know. So that's how I do it. I sold at those prices that I told you. Make sure that I'm finding a support line. Lower than that, I couldn't find many because it hasn't gone parabolic like that for a while. So I sort of eyeballed it, guessed it based on Fibonacci sequence. How do you like that one? The Fibonacci sequence. Trademark. part of the crypto wave investment crew. Yeah, so that's what I did with that one. Just taking a look at the overall market here. What do we got? Yeah, it's retracing a little. 3830 for Bitcoin. Let's get back to the chat and see what people are saying. Yeah, exactly, Chow. So if people, hear that, they hear, oh, I'm only 10 minutes late, that's going to keep going. No, probably not. The whales have already pumped. And they're already selling into your overbuying. Retracements everywhere. Exactly, Jordan. Loves that word. Retracements everywhere. Oi, Geordie, can you splice in a YouTube clip that already exists, that's not mine, into a video that I make? Can you do that? Because I will literally pay you 10 PIVX to do that this afternoon. Or have you got school? I'll go and make the video now. Come over. What do you mean bit red hot? I don't care about getting in trouble, you know that. Let's just do it. Let's cause some trouble. I'll call you after. Okay, cool, man. Come over tonight or something. Bring Joe. Yeah, you and Joe come over. We'll do a live stream. I've got, I might have Sabrina coming over too. She's French-Canadian. She wants to learn about crypto. So we can do an extra live stream tonight with you, me, Joe. We'll get Wilkie over, the big whale. We'll get the whole crew over, all the Aussies. Bring him in. I'll even get Jimber. He's playing guitar downstairs now. So we've done anything. Can Americans come? Alright, we could do a Google hangout, or Discord hangout. A live Q&A. Yeah, we can do that. Crypto K. Bovosh, where do you live? That you're saying that you'll be right over. I didn't think you were anywhere near here. But anyway, we'll try and get the crypto crew over tonight if you guys are free. Have a bit of a muck around. What is it, Thursday night? Yeah, better than... We'll see how we go. New York. Alright, you better get on that plane, brother, because we're probably going to be meeting up in 5 hours. Better get a Concorde. Because last time I flew to the States, it took me 16 hours, brother. Brisbane to Dallas. Longest commercial flight in the world. So, that was fun. 16 hours straight on a plane. So you better get started. Ethercept, shrimp on the retracement. Shrimp on the retracement. Nice, Jordan. You're a pain. Oh, in New Jersey. Cool. Cool. New York. Oh, I want to hear the New York accent. The famous New York accent, or Jersey accent. Best described by Ted in the movie Ted. I think he comments on the Jersey accent at some stage during that movie, doesn't he? Stirring you up. Alright, I'm probably gonna peace out a bit early today. I usually go for over an hour. Let's try one for under an hour. I know we haven't talked a whole lot of crypto today. We just sort of had a run through the market. I will have a look at ARK. That's the one we're going to have a look at. Look, it was a bit of a stressful day yesterday. We were coordinating a lot into that ICO. A lot of investors putting, decent amounts of money in. We just wanted to make sure it all went smoothly. So thank you to everyone who was involved with that. That was a big day for all of us. So I think it was. Can't tell the future, but I think we're on a winner there. So thanks to Joe for finding it. Thanks to Jao for helping the group through it. Thanks to everyone who got in. Yeah, man, we'll set up a hangout sometime for sure. We might even... See, I don't know any of that stuff, but Jordan knows his stuff with that. So if we get Grom down here, Grom's an affectionate term for younger brother, basically. Younger surfer brother Grom, Jordan. If we get Grom down here, we can get all that set up. So Jordan, putting the pressure on live. Get down to my house. Alright guys, I'm going to peace out. I'm going to go play some guitar. Chill out, do a little bit of work. I've got to put a proposal in for PIVX, so... Sorry, Chad. I know it's 5 days late, man. I wanted to go for a surf this morning. Alright, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for hanging out today and talking crypto. We'll be back tomorrow with a good look at ARK. Let's have a good look at that one tomorrow. And happy investing. Catch you later, guys.